And the Austin Desperados. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McLean sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll try the left side. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on second down. McLean is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, we just...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they'll send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken at the 37. Shedding the tackle. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throwing on first down. McLean. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Desperados use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. When you look at this defense, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Here's Bryce Barringer now. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, McClain. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Condor.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, McClain. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. Fights him off. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tua going to try and run. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Desperados are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 2nd and long. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
2 on 3, kick.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Rio first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's once again complete to Chark. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now left side on the swing pass. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, this is ridiculous. Come on, let's play like a team. All right, let's go. Ready.
They need 2. Here's third down. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
It's fourth down.
What you're working with. Teamwork, baby. That's gonna be a push.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they